Hello everyone, Mark Major here, and this is the Action Figure-atorium, and today I'm going to be doing another bit of market analysis. I am an old school marketing guy, and what I like to do is I like to look at the Kickstarters of these indie toy companies coming out with these sort of interesting, cool action figures, and then I like to apply my rules of best practice to them and see how they rate. Now, on today's episode of looking at a Kickstarter, we're going to be looking at Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, or AWOK Series 2, and I have to let you know ahead of time that I am, in fact, a collector of the line. These are the 1/18th scale guys. That's what I collect. Now, before you make that ew sound, just want to say, love is love, okay? There's no reason to act like that. But I wanted to let everyone know that there is a bit of bias towards this, so I'm going to do my best to remain as objective as possible when applying my rules, but of course I'm always going to dish a little bit with my opinion. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys should strap on the leather and hold on tight. All right, we're going to cut over to the desktop view here. Let's head over to Kickstarter. And I think the first thing that we should do, since it's only like 47 seconds long, is watch the trailer video for Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. I think it does kind of the best job of telling you sort of quickly shotgun effect of what this guy has for sale. Let me get my earbuds in. Flip on some desktop audio. Let's go. Let's refresh this and then go full screen.
Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2, featuring 4 all-new body types, including reptiles with mix-and-match armor options for the pale buck, brawlers for beefy force multipliers, heroines with a sleek athletic aesthetic, and speedsters with a more slim and agile profile. Now with pinless joints, as well as added calf cut articulation.
Okay, improved body
This
types.
campaign will have plenty of stretch goals, including head packs and action figures.
Lots of accessories.
Join the tribe and collect them all. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2.
Okay, wow. I don't know what you guys thought of that. I thought that was a really well done video per se. Good voiceover, etc. Good editing, quick and to the point. Watched a few before that were a bit long, so I'm going to give them a point for that, definitely. Let's just kind of scroll through, make sure we can see what the figures are. I believe when I looked through this before, the cat has a total of 13 different figures for sale and 4 different weapons packs. So there's like sort of a draconian dude, there's kind of a gecko man, there's a weapons pack here. You can also get a draconian dude in red. There's some unlocks. There's this beefy guy. He's sort of a redo of a previous character. He's sort of this Lion King. Then we have sort of a Monkey King type guy also in sort of the big brawler body. Another weapons pack. Another brawler guy with a hound or a bulldog face. Some of you Brits might want to get into that. Then of course we've got some chicks. Right, we got the female chimpanzees. And I just want to say that he's put this haircut on this one. That is the shaved head, red hair off to the side that you kind of see in pop culture. And a lot of people might think that that they saw it first with an action figure on the Pandora action figure that Bobby Valla puts out in his Valaverse. But in fact, I have a figure right here made by Leonard, 2015, right, 3.75, that has the haircut. If you can find another action figure with the same haircut before this, post it in the comments and you're going to get a Taxman working shirt. Okay, so let's get back to the action. Sorry for that small digression, just had to interject. More weapons packs, another female We got, yeah, a couple of Yojimbas here, and we got a Kitsune. That's the speedster class. Another weapons pack. There looks like there's another chimpanzee guy you can unlock. Then, of course, there's a transparent figure, and they don't have the figure ready yet, but it looks like there's some kind of avian, that sort of thing. So let's see how these are being packaged, all right? Let's see how these things are being packaged. So you can get, for 75 bucks, the 2 reptile guys, and of course, at that point, once you have pledged, you can add extra figures. There's 13 figures altogether, so there's another 11 guys you could get, and any of the other weapons packs. So it's 2 guys in a weapons pack. You can add stuff on, or for 75 bucks, you can get a female warriors 2 set for 75 bucks, and then at that point, add any other figures. Individual figures up to this point are only $35. Weapons packs are only $14. You can get the 2 speedsters. Essentially, it's the wolf and the fox and the rabbit. Then you get the 2 big dudes, the brawlers. Okay, now here we get to stuff beyond the action figure packages. And we're getting into territory where I'm going to start sharing my opinion a little bit earlier than usual. All right, and it is basically this, is that I do not understand this first sort of bundle package he has. For $210, you can get 20 weapon sets. Now remember, there's 4 different types of weapon sets. So he doesn't have a way to get like a deal. I mean, you can individually order them. You know, you can buy something and add them on individually. But he doesn't have a thing where you could order, like, say, a 4-pack and get all 4 weapon sets or something. It's a 20-pack. There's no in between. And why 20? Like, who is buying 20 weapons packs? I don't understand. There's some other things I don't understand as well that we'll get into. Okay, next there's the all-in package. Basically, if you just want all of the 13 figures, and I think, yeah, it's all the 13 action figures for 325 bucks. Then there's something kind of interesting. Now, this is a very interesting marketing ploy. I've never seen this before in a Kickstarter. I think this is a very neat idea, and I think I would like to see more stuff like this. 20 items, right? Action figures, but they pick, okay? So it's like a 20 action figure blind box for $510. And basically what they do is they just look at, like, out of all the orders that they have, they fulfill those and they see kind of what's left over from their minimum average quantity, essentially the peg warmers, what in theory if it was retail, and they throw those in a box. And I think that's a smart move on their part. I think that's actually, you know, and if you sign up for that, then you get whatever you get. Maybe you get 20 of the same figure, don't know. But for 50 bucks more, they'll do a blind box that's not a blind box because you pick. You just pick your figures. Of course, there's the Epic All-In, which is for people who buy every single figure, all the weapons packs, plus all the various unlocks that are coming, like head packs, extra figures, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, this, which doesn't make any sense to me as much as the weapons set made. Pick any 20 brawlers. There's only a few brawlers to pick from. Why would you want 20 of them? There's some confusing things as far as what this cat's doing. Okay, so going back to our 3 best practices here. So the first best practice is this, right? You need to have 3-tier pricing. You need to have a cheap thing for everybody, a deluxe thing for people who want to spend more to get more, and then a luxury item simply for the sake of taking people's money. It's just there for people who have so much disposable income they buy whatever the most expensive thing is, regardless of what it is. The second thing is the bigger the variety, meaning the more figures you offer, the better the campaign. More options for people to buy in, they will. And the last thing is simply make sure that all of your marketing details are on one spot, Kickstarter. If people have to go all over the internet to find stuff, chances are you're not going to make a sale. All right, so on this campaign with the you have to buy 2 figures for 75 bucks, I don't get it. I'm totally confused. Why would you do that? Why would you force people to come in at $75 plus shipping? You need to have a way for everyone to get in for cheap, right? You should make it so that if anybody wants to buy 1 figure, let them buy 1 figure. Make it 30 bucks or something, or make it 35 and make it if you buy 3, they're 30 bucks each, that kind of thing. You know, if you buy more, make it cheaper for people to not just get one. But you can't do that. You can't force people in at 75 bucks. Just a kind of a side note to that, I got the calculator out and I'm looking at their numbers, and let's just see here what we're at. We are at $70,000. By the way, congratulations on that within the first day, not even within 24 hours. And we're going to divide that. I'm working a calculator off screen, by the way. Divide that by 263. So the average person backing this is paying about $270, right? Meaning all the hardcore fans, from what I can tell, fans are coming in and buying up, getting one of everything. That's what it looks like. The problem is that you need to be able to have the door open for people who are not those hardcore fans, for the lucky-loos who are just sitting there, who like something here or there, and they just want to cherry pick one item. They want to engage, they want to be a backer, they want to buy something, they don't want to be left out, but they don't want to spend this much money. They just want to commit to one kind of cool figure, and they want someone that maybe they could, you know, use with some of their other sets, or just looks cool on their own, or something, you know. Maybe there's people who collect lion men and they just want to get another lion guy. I think it's a huge mistake to not sell these as individual figures. I think that's a massive mistake on this. I definitely see like some of the deluxe figures, the brawlers, that definitely counts. I don't really see a luxury item. I do see some sort of luxury packages. They don't make sense to me. Remember that I am not the smartest guy in the room. I'm the dumbest guy in the room. And if the dumbest guy in the room can't figure out, he's not going to buy it. And if the dumbest guy doesn't buy it, if you can't sell the dumbest guy on your thing, then you're the dumbest guy in the room, okay? Laugh all you want, but you don't get a sale. How funny is that? So, things that I don't understand, I can only assume, because I have the toys, I collect the toys, I like the line, there's nothing wrong with the product, I don't have any kind of nitpicking. I have praise for the designs of the weapons and the swords and all that, and the characters, the packaging, most of the marketing. I have nothing but praise for that, but I just don't understand this campaign with their pricing at this point. The next thing on the list is the variety, and this cat is crushing it on the variety. He has got a great variety. This is one of the best looking campaigns in terms of offerings I have seen in a long time. This should have been a super home run. This thing, if he had done 30 bucks a figure, should have funded by now. I think it's a mistake doing the 75. I'm going to say it again. It keeps coming back. The last thing is, I think the marketing here on this page all looks really good. I like everything I see. I just don't like the pricing behind the tiers and the rewards. I think it's a case that we're going to be seeing more and more where if you don't offer people a true early deal, if there's not a real incentive, a genuine incentive, and the genuine incentive could be a substantial amount of money, but when you know that these things are going to not be delivered in 2 years, and that when they do come out, you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store for essentially the same amount of money when you take into account that they only charge $4 shipping, people are going to stop backing. And these things are going to stall out, and you're only going to get those hardcore all-in fans. And if your brand is a hardcore all-in brand, great. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's what I don't understand. If that's what this is, school me. Tell me in the comments. Say, Mark, the thing about AWOK is when they come out, people only buy the whole wave as a single package. No one gets them individually. Everyone just buys group things, so he just sells them like that. Okay, I don't know. Let me know. Remember, if I can't figure it out, you're not going to get a sale. Same thing with like those weapons packs. Do people just buy insane amount of weapons packs, or is that for like wholesalers, like online e-tailers to purchase? Is that like a wholesale channel? Wouldn't you have direct accounts? That kind of thing. And kind of a last aside is, what is this cat doing still on Kickstarter? because usually when you make a successful campaign, what happens is you don't need the crutches anymore. You have a website, which this guy does. I've ordered stuff from it. I've ordered stuff from it multiple times. I've put in multiple orders. Everything about it is great. If you've got a product and you've got a site and you're selling stuff and you can take pre-orders on your website, why would you be giving these guys any money other than the fact that we now live in this world where this is how people think sales are? People don't do traditional sales anymore. They do Kickstarters. And it's gotten to the point where both Mattel and HasLab have started doing their own in-house Kickstarters. I mean, they don't actually go to Kickstarter or Indiegogo. They have their own, websites that they run. But they're doing them too, but they're doing them as marketing, because that's all people can understand. It's like people have gotten broken. It's like if you learn something to do it the wrong way, and then the only way you know how to do it and you keep doing it, it just looks like there's some sort of dysfunctionality going on here. And I'm really confused as to why this is on a crowdfunding site to begin with, unless the creator doesn't have total faith in his reach yet. He thinks, okay, I'm not big enough to go this. But I would argue, sir, that you are big enough to host your own pre-orders on your own website, collect money, and then fulfill. I think it would come out with the exact same amounts of people going there as going here. Also, if you drive people to your website, if you make big announcements, the same thing you would for doing your Kickstarters, that you have this new wave and pre-orders are up now, you're going to get some cross-sale from people people going to the site, pre-ordering stuff and seeing other stuff in stock. I mean, I go in just to see if there's anything cool for sale, if there's any clearances going on or something. I'm all about just sort of surfing and scooping up stuff. And I think a lot of other people who are on a bit of a budget and like to touch everything, though, do that kind of stuff more than you think. And I believe people who run these campaigns should start to cater a little bit more on the downside of the economic spectrum of action figures, and less on the wouldn't it be cool if we had this thing here, of course it would, and if enough people show interest in it. But is that a business or is that some sort of a fantasy you have? Don't know. Anyways, thank you to everyone who made it this far into the video, and as always, please stay charged.